Master System, Ninja Gaiden, and Mega Man fans, you guys are in for a treat. Today, for the first time ever, I played an indie game called Tanuki Justice on the PlayStation 4. It's also released on Switch and I believe Steam as well. This game looks and pays tribute to classic Master System and even NES action platformers back in the day. You are a little Tanuki guy, and you've got to save the land from an evil demon guy. The gameplay in this game is absolutely tight. You run around, you throw little shurikens, you can get power-ups that increase your range and the damage your shurikens do. As you deal damage and collect these little gems, you build up your power meter, which results in you getting a super move. The super move shoots a gigantic shuriken that does a bunch of damage to everyone and everything that's in its hitbox. This game is absolutely incredible. I went in expecting just a fun little time waster of a game and got so much more. Honestly, this game gave me as much joy as the Ninja Gaiden game on the Master System, which if you watch my top 10 Master System games of all time video, I believe was like the second best Master System game I've ever played. The guy that developed the game goes by the name of Wonder Boy Bobby, who is a fan of classic Master System games. You can even go to his website, and the whole style has that Master System crisscross hash look to it with the white lines on the grid. He's obviously a massive Wonder Boy fan, which I'm not a big fan of the Wonder Boy series. I could just never get into them, but this game, absolutely incredible. Like I said before, the controls are so crisp. This game would have probably been a nightmare if the controls and gameplay wasn't as tight as it is. The platforming is absolutely incredible. The stage design is incredibly challenging, but it feels so good to get past some of these parts that you struggled, you died maybe like 10 times on. If you get hit once, you lose a life. If you lose all your lives, you're back to the beginning of that stage. But if you don't want to continue and you want to step away from the game, you come back, you can select what stage you want to continue from. As long as you've beaten all the prior stages, you can select the last stage that you died on kind of thing and continue from there. There was only like 2 stages where I wish there would have been like maybe a checkpoint about halfway in, but honestly it just made beating them that much more satisfying. The stages are all different themes, like you've got kind of like a beachside theme, you've got a stage that looks like it's ripped right out of Ghouls and Ghosts. Some of the crazier ones are like, I think it was the final stage, you're in like a giant Japanese castle, and there's just parts of that stage where there is shit coming at you from all directions. I said it when I was streaming it, it felt like it was a fluke when I would get through some of these things, but obviously it wasn't a fluke. The game does a really good job of kind of teaching you how to deal with all its obstacles in a controlled setting before you get to them in a chaotic setting. So once you get there, you're able to adapt and you're able to figure out a way to get through them. It has a nice double jump. I think if the double jump didn't work as well as it was, you'd be absolutely screwed in a lot of these places. Some of the disappearing block type areas were a bit challenging for me, but that kind of thing is always pretty tough for me. I just love how as the game progresses, you're slowly introduced to more and more newer and newer things and enemies, obstacles and enemies to get past, and as you're able to conquer those, the game will give you a bit of a break to tackle the new things, and then it throws them all in there together for you to deal with, and it's just an absolutely incredible experience. Like I said, you've got your shuriken power-up, but you also have what's called a shield, which allows you to take one hit before losing a life. And some of the lives in this game, where you'll get the extra lives, there's a couple death pits. Like there was one where there was a treasure chest in the water that you could use as a crutch if you're not able to jump over to the next piece of land there over the water, or you could land on the chest and then land on the piece of land. But if you shoot that chest out, it does drop a 1-up, but it falls straight into the water. There's no point trying to get that. There's a couple of those in there, but I mean, all the classics had booby trap 1-ups back in the day, so I love to see that as well. There was a lot of 1-ups that you would maybe lose a life trying to get, but every once in a while you can get it without even losing a life, and that was just a bonus. It helped so much in the later game when you were able to pull that shit off and actually get those extra 1-ups, because like I said, one hit and you're dead. But when you die, you spawn back at the last solid piece of ground that you were on, and you can continue from there. So a game over sucks. Yes, you got to go all the way back to the beginning of the stage, but every time you die, you just spawn at the last piece of solid ground you were on, giving you a chance right away to try where you failed before. Honestly, I picked this game up for, I think it was on sale on the PlayStation Network store for about $2 to $3. I would probably pay $10 for a game like this. Absolutely incredible action platformer on modern consoles and Steam, Tanuki Justice. It also has co-op. I never got to play the co-op. Next time my buddy's over, we're definitely going to give this one a whirl. Like I said, challenging game, but feels so good to beat and feels so good to play. Definitely check this one out. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn notifications to all. I do top 10 videos. I do more of these off-the-cuff reviews. I do some looks at some bigger franchises and stuff like that. And of course, I stream about 3 times per week at twitch.tv/Dookie03. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next video.